everybody, Kizzy Bug here. So today I wanted to talk about the Mastermind saying that he's broke. I think we all know that he has money and it's probably just some fake BS to garner views and have people be sympathetic towards him. I think it's honestly disgusting if that's what he's doing. Because he has people that take everything he says to heart and believe everything he says in his videos, especially children. I don't understand how these people can eat all this food like it's for a family of like 4 or 5. If they stayed away from going to restaurants and fast food all the time, they would save money. There's nothing wrong with making food at home where you can actually save money by cooking it instead of getting processed food from restaurants. It's not healthy to go to restaurants, especially fast food. There are cases where it has caused cancer and other health issues. It's not a good option for when you're hungry and if you're being lazy. Buy an Instant Pot or buy a crock pot. Make your dinner and let it cook all day while you do other things. You could cook ahead and save food by freezing it. I've done that because it does help and I don't have to worry about it later. The crock pot is a wonderful thing. When I cook, I use it quite often because it saves me from having to be at a stove where it can be painful for my chronic illnesses. I don't understand this whole need to buy food at a restaurant, like a buffet, or to go to McDonald's or whatever. There's plenty of options out there. There's a lot of recipes that are healthy that they can make and keep them safe from getting any kind of diseases. But I think the Mastermind is just honestly just lazy. And it's more convenient to go and buy food somewhere than it is to cook it. However, when he does cook, there are some really good food that he has made. I think, judging from the vlogs, that he does enjoy cooking. I just think that it's easier to spend money. And then to go over to your sister's house and try to take her food from her and her kids, that's wrong. If you had budgeted money like you were supposed to, knowing that you had taxes, knowing that you had bills, instead of going out to eat and wanting to buy stupid crap that you really don't need, you would save a lot of money. You don't need to buy fast food when you could cook at home. But you chose to be lazy a lot of the time, both you and the girl, so you don't have any money saved. Are you lying to your fans? Can you honestly be honest? Is this really being honest? I'm not sure I could tell. Though my feelings are that it's just another video to have sympathy and attention. You're losing fans by today because they don't like the content anymore. They don't like being lied to and clickbaited. And they don't want to watch your videos where you're freaking out and saying things like you're broke, or there's a ghost or a boogeyman. It gets old. If you're going to keep your fans, you need to be honest and be sincere. You can't go blowing money if you know you have things that you have to do. There is such a thing as a budget, and I think you need to do that. Also, you could save money in your savings account if you have one. Save it as a rainy day fund. I don't understand how somebody who's basically a millionaire doesn't have any money. And I don't think the fans are buying it either. They feel like you have money and you're just lying to them, trying to dupe them. They don't like it. I honestly can't blame them, because I feel as a content creator, it's best and it's wise to be completely honest with the people that are sub to you. You don't get anywhere by lying, and all you do is have to build another lie on top of the previous lie you said. But you know, you asked for money from the Illuminati. And obviously, I don't know if it's working for you anymore, but you became famous and you became a millionaire. So if you are broke, pray to the Illuminati again, because you did before. And don't you understand? Selling your soul to the devil is just going to bite you in the butt later on. I don't understand how anybody would want to sell their soul to the devil, frankly. And I don't care about the Illuminati. I think the Illuminati is a bunch of crap, and they control a lot of things, yes. But praying to them, begging them to make you famous and to make you wealthy so you can have cars and women and food. Yeah, you need food, but you don't need to eat it like you're going out of style or something. Like you're going to die if you don't have that craving taken care of. You need to cook at home. And you need to stop lying to the fans. And you need to just get your crap straight. Because you're losing people a lot every day. You became famous for the profit of abuse. If your dad wasn't out of control and you weren't videotaping him, you wouldn't have what you have. But you take it for granted. And then you go to someone else's house and expect them to feed you and your girl. That's not right. I would say that's embarrassing, honestly. I'm sure she knew from your videos that you're saying you have no money. You could tell she wasn't happy that you showed up and that you proceeded to eat her children's food and to drink their drinks. You're out of control. You need to get therapy. You need to get help with the addiction. Because if all you think about is food, you're gaining weight like crazy, and so is the girl. You're going to have health complications if you don't get yourself under control. Food isn't everything. But if you become a diabetic, and believe me, I know, because I am a diabetic, you're going to be sorry. It's not fun, it's hard, and if you don't control yourself, you can lose your legs, you can damage your kidneys. There's so many things that can happen to you. And if you're not already a diabetic, I'm surprised. You can have issues with your heart. You can have a heart attack. You need to think about these things before you run to a restaurant or to go get fast food. Take some care in yourself and your girl. Because she went from being a perfect weight for her height to being really big. And you know what? Back in the day, you used to be a lot smaller. But you guys have this addiction to food, and I think it rubbed off on her because that's what you do. You have to take some consideration, care for her, and think about her health as well. But this whole I'm broke crap, I don't know if I really buy it. Because somebody who's a millionaire, it shouldn't be no problem to pay taxes. And you know what? Every day, there's homeless people on the streets that have nothing to eat. There's people around the globe that don't have nothing to eat. You have something, you may not like it, but you have something you could cook at home. Those people don't even have that. They go hungry every day. And you're sitting here complaining because you only have so much money to your name? Dude, please. Think about the people who don't have anything to eat. Think about the homeless people on the street. Think about starving children. Children. If anybody really needs to eat for their health and to grow and to be healthy, it's children. And here you are being disgusting by going to someone's home and taking food out of a child's mouth. Not literally, but you were taking their food that their mama bought them so that they would have something to eat. You are not starving. You may think you are, but you're not. You have stuff at home. And if you budget at $400, you'll be fine until you get paid again. Cigarettes are not a necessity. Gas? Yeah. But cigarettes? No. Those things cost a lot. And I understand it's hard to break an addiction to smoking. I'm still trying to do that. But I want to be done with that. I don't want to do it for the rest of my life because of the health complications. The girl needs to stop. I don't know how much she spends on cigarettes, but I'm sure it's a crazy amount because she smokes a lot. See it all over the ashtrays everywhere. And there's food cartridges and bags and everything else laying on your counter. You guys are not living healthy. And the fans don't enjoy seeing that because those people are concerned about you and your health. If you're going to diet, do it right. There's a lot of information that you can find online to help you. Going to a doctor or a weight loss clinic would help. And they do exist. And I understand sometimes it's hard and you want to eat your feelings away because of whatever's bothering you or maybe a past trauma. But an eating disorder is not fun. Think about your health. Think about what people are seeing for consumption. Think about the girl that you're with. Think about all these things. What happens if something goes wrong with your health? How are you going to deal with that? If you get yourself under control now, you won't have that issue. But you have to want to change. And don't lie to people and say you're going on a diet because we've heard so many times that you're going on a diet, but you never stick to it. But the choice is yours if you're going to get serious. But don't lie to the fans and say you are if you're not. Because they believe everything you say. And they are concerned about you and the girl. And they don't like to see you lie. They just really don't. They don't like your clickbait. Don't clickbait them. If you gotta say something, then be honest about what your blog's about. You blog your daily life, but it's always clickbait. If people don't know what's going on, and when they find out, they're angry because it had nothing to do with what you were saying or doing. Most of the time, anyway. I don't know what you're going to do. If you're going to save money, buy healthy foods like vegetables and fruits. Some chicken, perhaps. You don't really need the red meat because that's too costly. But you can get chicken for a lot less than you would ground beef or steaks or whatever else you're used to eating. I'll tell you what, if you actually make stuff at home, you're going to save. If you guys give up smoking, you're going to save. If you guys give up going to restaurants, you're going to save. And you don't need an expensive electronic gadget or TV or whatever else you want to buy. You don't need that. What you have should be fine. And you call the sister greedy, but the one that I see that's greedy most of the time is you. glutton for food constantly. Don't go to someone's house and take their food because you didn't plan ahead and you didn't save money. I'm sure you could get a savings account. I'm sure you have a bank account, checking account. You can do a lot more than what you're doing. You're just wasting your life away by sitting around and playing video games, whatever else you do, when you guys could be out walking your dogs or going to a gym, getting a nutritionist, a trainer, what have you. But you don't. You are more concerned with wasting your money than you are about saving it. Now, there's people who live hand to mouth. I'm one of those people. And it irritates me when someone has money like you and you guys are so frivolous and you guys don't care. You came from poverty. Do you remember that? You went from really having nothing to having a lot, and I think you take it all for granted. Now me, if I was you, I would be able to buy the healthy foods I want. I wouldn't have to eat crap every day, as you call it. But that's my life. And that's the life of a lot of Americans that are not fortunate to become millionaires and have a lot of money and have an expensive house and a brand new car. All these things you have. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to me on that. But do you think about the people that struggle every day? The people who watch you, people who work paycheck to paycheck to try to pay their bills, to put food on the table for their family and themselves. Here you are complaining when you know when you get paid, you're going to get paid a lot. Stop complaining and start thinking about the things that you say and the things that you do, because it's very annoying and upsetting to watch someone else brag about how they want to spend like $2-3 grand on a damn TV. When there's people who just are lucky to have maybe a standard TV. There's some people who literally have nothing. And your title was misleading because you didn't lose everything. You still have that pretty house, that $500,000 house, an expensive car in your driveway. You have a roof over your head. And that's more than some people have. And it's disgusting when you're complaining when we all know you got money. Think about your fans. Think about other people who watch your channel. Stop thinking about yourself. Don't go and beg someone else for food when you didn't plan ahead. Ramen is cheap. Go buy some. Vegetables are cheap. Go buy some. You could get a lot of stuff for a lot less money. But my God, keep your butts out of the freaking restaurants. Stop going to fast food. Stop blowing your money on stupid things. Really, you guys need to grow up. Alright guys, thank you for listening. This is my rant for the day. I hope you all enjoyed. And y'all have a great day. Love you guys lots. Bye-bye.